After my dad passed away, I started doing the clean out of much of the things that he had saved over the years. He's a very frugal man. He saved so much. In fact, in the lawnmower shed, I found a commode that he has taken out years later and replaced it with a new one, but he saved the old one. He grew up in the Depression. He was born in 1919, grew up during the Great Depression, and in 1943, the year I was born, he was in the Army Air Corps in World War II. I always wondered, I've heard about people being so frugal because of the Great Depression and because of the things that they experienced. So I have this book entitled Chronicle of America. It goes back like to the 1700s and then forward to I think the 1960s. So the year I was born in 1943, I wanted to kind of go and look at some of the chronicles of America. So I came across this article that explains quite a bit, and I wanted to share it with you today. The headline is Use It Up, Wear It Out, Make It Do, or Do Without. No one has lost a life wielding a hoe in a victory garden or lugging a tub of vegetable fat to the corner butcher's. Still, Americans on the home front are doing their part, they hope, to help the boys overseas and bring the war to a swifter end. This was, of course, right in the middle of World War II. Use it up, wear it out, make it do or do without is one version of a slogan going around, so the Americans are pitching in on conserving wartime materials. By year's end, however, few of the sacrifices are voluntary. Some food staples, such as butter, 4 ounces a week, cheese, 4 pounds a week, coffee and flour are rationed. Neighbors gather around a table where they once played bridge and now swapping their rations cards. Tuesdays and Fridays are meatless days, and the weekly tuna casserole surprises no one. What in news, however, is that despite the 28-ounce a week allowance, meat consumption has actually gone up. Apparently, Americans are eating better when limits are thrust upon them. But their dress is not improved. Designers have restrictions on the kind and amount of fabric they can use, and businessmen are doing without vests, their victory pants, like cuffs, and for women, their dresses seem a bit on the drab side. And there's a little speculation that the hems will climb further as another sacrifice. Each American is allotted 3 pairs of leather shoes a year. Sensible shoes are the most sensible than ever. Virtually all consumable goods have a second life as tin and other metals, paper and nylon are recycled. Kitchen fat is processed for explosives. Rubber found in inaccessible Asia is one of the scarcest of commodities. Some municipalities try to ward off rubber thieves by having car owners record the serial numbers of their tires. With gas rationed and a 35-mile-per-hour speed limit in effect, no one takes the car out of the garage much anyway. Everywhere there's delay. The trains loaded with enlisted men or hauling war materials are late leaving and late arriving. Lines snake out of the grocery stores, restaurants, and bars because there are too few employees waiting on customers. Yet, because manpower and woman power are in such demand, workers find themselves almost pampered. Factories have introduced coffee breaks and piped music, fringe benefits, and awards for fine performance. Unfortunately, the sense of delay pervades the workplace. President Roosevelt ordered a freeze on all wages, prices, and salaries, and the mandatory 48-hour per week at the war plants is exhausting, coffee breaks or no. There is nothing like just going home at the end of the day, sitting in front of the old radio because there aren't any new radios. Of course, this was before television, and gulping a bottle of beer. So, from 1943. 35-mile-per-hour speed limits, rations on, and I remember as a child seeing gasoline ration cards that I guess my grandparents had saved, and perhaps my mom and dad had some of them. But I saw some of those. If you were on the farm, you got additional gasoline for tractor fuel, and there were some other benefits that were given to agriculture. But my, how things have changed, and a bunch of it's changed for the better too, hasn't it? But some of it, the changes haven't been as good as they probably could have been. So use it up, wear it out, make it do or do without may be our slogan at some time in the future. Let's hope not. Have a great